Hello everyone, welcome to our TLE 7 class, Quarter 3, Week 1, and for this week's learning competencies, 1. Differentiate hospitality and tourism. 2. Distinguish the types and forms of tourism and the kinds of tourists. 3. Explain the scope of the hospitality industry. Before we dive into our lesson, let's kick things off with a fun game. You'll get to identify videos featuring tourist spots in the Philippines. Click here to get started. 1. Yes, very good. It is a Banawe rice terraces in Banawe, Ifugao. Number 2. Yes, very good. It is a Mayan volcano in the province of Albay. Alright class. This time, we're going to unleash our creativity and dream big by planning a fun trip with your family or friends. Remember the cool tourist attractions we just discovered? Well, now it's your turn to use that information to create a memorable outing. Now, let's go through this step by step. I want you to fill in the blanks with specific details. 1. Your name. 2. The places where you like to go. 3. The people whom you like to be with you during your travel. 4. Your target travel date. 5. Realistic plans to achieve your travel goals. Now I'd like to start our lesson with a quote from the poet Wallace Stevens. The most beautiful world is, of course, the world itself. This quote reminds us that beauty is not just found in extraordinary places or grand events, but in the everyday experiences and the simple wonders of our own environment. As we dive into our lesson today, I want you to think about what this quote means to you. How do you see beauty in the world around you? Let's allow this quote to inspire us as we engage in our activities and discussions. And remember that the beauty of our world is all around us, waiting for us to notice it. Here's the fundamentals of tourism industry. Why do people travel? Many would answer for business, for some leisure, and others would say for education. How about you? As you review this learning material, reflect on the importance of traveling. Here are the types and forms of tourism. First, based on the point of origin. 1. Domestic tourism. It happens when residents travel within their country of residence. This is more difficult to measure than the other kind because there are rarely currency, language, or visa implications. 2. International tourism. It involves travel outside the country of residence where currency, language, and visa are to be considered. Next, based on travel arrangements. 1. An inclusive tour. It is a travel where several components like accommodation, fare, food, and amenities are purchased together, and one price is paid. 2. Independent travel. It is when needed components like accommodation, fare, food, and amenities are purchased separately. 3. Tailor-made travel. It is a combination of inclusive and independent travel, and the internet may be used for bookings and payments. Next, based on the purpose of travel. 1. Leisure and recreation. It includes visiting other places during weekends, holidays, or free time to visit friends and relatives, exploring other places for cultural tourism, and leisure and sports activities like swimming, hiking, and biking to distress and rejuvenate. 2. Study travel. It includes visiting another place or country to learn or apply skills learned inside the classroom in a different environment, such as in the practicum training program. 3. Health tourism. It is a wider term for travel that focuses on medical treatments and the use of healthcare services. It covers a wide field of health-oriented tourism, ranging from preventive and health-conductive treatment to rehabilitation and curative forms of travel. Wellness tourism is a related field. 4. Business and professional tourism. It involves traveling to a destination away from home or a normal workplace. Some types of business tourism are incentive travel, exhibitions, trade fairs, conferences and meetings, and corporate events. Now, for our class sharing. 1. Why do people travel? 2. What are the positive and negative impacts of the pandemic on the tourism industry? 3. How can you help in the promotion of domestic tourism? 1. People travel for exploration, relaxation, cultural experiences, and connection. 2. The pandemic led to a decline in travel, negatively impacting jobs, but also sparked innovation and focus on health safety. 3. Promote domestic tourism by sharing local experiences on social media, supporting local businesses, and encouraging community engagement in regional events. Now, let's move on to our next topic, which is hospitality. But first, let us examine this video. 1. What can you say about the room? 2. Do you like to stay in a place like this? And for the scope of hospitality industry, 1. Accommodation and lodging. It refers to a place where one stays but not his or her home. Accommodation is to stay for a long period of time, while lodging is to stay for a short period of time. 2. Travel services. It includes transportation by air, land, or water. Travel and ticket bookings are also a part of this service. 3. Food and beverage services. It caters to anything that involves meals to be eaten by guests as well as the services done for this purpose, like table setting and food catering. 4. Recreation and entertainment. These are the activities that provide fun amusement to guests. It can be in the form of sports and arts, whether visual or performance. 5. Conventions and events management include organizing activities for large meetings of an organization or group. 6. Cruises are large passenger ships used mainly for vacation. Here are the types of accommodations and their characteristics. 1. Catered accommodation. It is an accommodation that provides guests with food. This type of accommodation is often found in hotels, resorts, and specialized guesthouses, where culinary offerings can range from breakfast to full board, including lunch and dinner. The appeal of catered accommodation lies in the convenience it provides, allowing guests to enjoy high-quality meals without the need to seek out restaurants or cook for themselves. This service is particularly popular in destinations where culinary experiences are a highlight, enabling guests to savor local dishes and flavors. Additionally, catered accommodations often foster a social atmosphere, as dining together can encourage interactions among guests, enhancing the overall travel experience. 2. Non-catered accommodation. It is an accommodation where food is not included in the package. The guest either dines out, brings his or her own food, or relies on food delivery services. In this type of accommodation, guests are responsible for their own dining arrangements, which can involve eating out at local restaurants, preparing their own meals if the accommodation has kitchen facilities, or utilizing food delivery services. This type of accommodation appeals to travelers who prefer flexibility and independence in their dining choices, allowing them to explore local culinary scenes or maintain their dietary preferences. Non-catered options are often more budget-friendly and can provide a more authentic experience, as guests can immerse themselves in the local culture through food. The tourism and hospitality industry has a significant impact on local economies, serving as a catalyst for economic growth and job creation. By attracting visitors, this sector stimulates demand for various services, including accommodations, dining, and entertainment, which in turn supports local businesses and entrepreneurs. Increased tourism generates tax revenue for local governments, funding infrastructure development and public services. Additionally, the industry often promotes cultural exchange and enhances community pride. However, it can also lead to challenges such as resource strain and potential overdependence on tourism, necessitating a balanced approach to ensure sustainable economic benefits for the community.